Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today guys, we are starting season 4 of The Batman. Today I'm so excited to get into this. This is the season 4 premiere, of course, episode 1 of The Batman, titled A Matter of Family. Interesting title. So season 3 ended on a weird note in my personal opinion, but at the same time, it was crazy and it kind of lines up with this show because The Batman, this show, has proven it's kind of odd. It kind of goes over the top at times. We had an artificial intelligence, a robot, if you will, a program created by Hugo Strange, and he sent it out there in terms of becoming the best villain that has ever hit Gotham, and the most, I guess, deadly kind of villain for Batman because he figured out his identity. He figured out it was Bruce Wayne under the cape and cowl. Of course, he's in the Batcave and everything, and he has to make a decision: save Alfred, or your identity is exposed. Make a decision, blah blah blah. And it was kind of crazy how it took one question. Bruce is like, okay, so what's your origin? If my origin is this, what is yours? He's like, listing off all these origins. Like, nope, that was this villain, this villain, this villain, because you have all of them and their mindset in your brain, and it couldn't comprehend, and it got destroyed. Of course, Hugo Strange is still curious, and he even hinted it's not over. Potentially this program may still be out there. So that was kind of a weird way to end season 3, but at the same time, we faced so many villains up to this point that it makes sense that something like this would have come along, especially with Hugo Strange dealing with all the villains and everything, that he would have created something to try to be the best of all of them and to go against Batman. And of course, still failing, but still, it was kind of crazy. So I'm excited to get into the episode, guys. We're starting season 4. It's crazy. We have season 4, season 5, and then unfortunately, we are done with the show, but it's been an incredible journey so far, and I can't wait to continue. So here we go, guys. Let's get into now season 4 premiere of The Batman, A Matter of Family. Let's go. What? Right away? Seriously?
Okay. I'm telling you, man.
Oh no.
Leash is the only answer for that boy.
I'd like to think I'm here to help you, John. For a small fee.
I'm not sure I understand why we would need your protection.
That's Gavin Conroy. Oh my god.
I come from circus folk, a lion tamer.
Stop!
Oh.
Dick!
I know my brothers mean the world to me. I'm not sure what I do.
Dude.
I don't think this circus or your family can afford not having our protection. And guess who intercepted that call?
Oh shit. Yep. Oh, watch out. Remembering his face. Yeah. Ooh.
I think we should return the favor.
Oh, I don't like that at all. We know what that's leading to. Ugh. Is Alfred not coming? Come on.
Okay, Dick, come on out now.
Dude. It's literally the Robin suit.
Is there a reason why this costume has to be so...
Think of a little Robin.
Ugh, a Robin?
Oh, come
Like
on.
the bird?
You're gonna appreciate it
You know,
later.
kids my age get beat up for nicknames like that.
I present to you the
I'm not ready to see this. I'm not ready to see this.
Aren't they fantastic?
Nice. He's not even. He doesn't even reveal his. Yep. It's. Yep. Holy shit.
I think the flying Graysons might have to change their name.
Wow. I didn't know how far they were gonna take that. Damn. Obviously I wasn't expecting to show them hitting the ground, but man, that was brutal.
I heard you paid for all this.
Makes sense.
How are you holding up?
How do you
I'll
expect?
be okay.
Flashback of him. Yeah, where's he gonna go? There's no one to
His
take care of him?
parents were all the family that boy had. Welcome home, Dick.
He's never around, is he?
Unfortunately, his work
Well,
demands
he's
much of his time.
busy.
Now that the boy is part of this family, I suspect he may need a father figure more
Yeah.
than he needs a crime fighter. That would seem to only confirm what you already know. His involvement.
This specific brand of toothpick is carried in only 2 places in Gotham, Alfred.
Batman's about to bust in there and kick some ass. That's what he's about to do when he needs to do it. Don't answer that door.
Password.
Dude, you have no idea. He doesn't give a shit. I love that he's doing this. I love it. Come on, man.
Where is he?
Yep, exactly. He ain't gonna do nothing. Oh, I think it's purple. Love that. Dude, he's just kicking ass, taking names. What kind of game system is that? Whatever it is, I don't want it. Oh,
You might
really?
want to see this.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, wow. Seriously, robbing them? Asses. Oh, shit. Oh. Dude, he is not holding back on this. Dude. You know what? I'm fine with him being more brutal. Oh. Yep. He's gonna discover the Batcave. I was wondering how long it was gonna take him to figure it out. Yep, here he goes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Right away.
Let's talk about what you saw.
Well,
You're the Batman, the Dark Knight,
yeah,
the world's
the
greatest
Zuko,
detective.
like Tony
That's
Zuko.
you. You're going after Zuko, aren't you?
Zuko! I know you're here.
I know you're here. A cannon, really? Oh! Yep, exactly. I was like, come on, man, the Robin suit.
You know,
So you can tie the Batman up, you're not gonna unmask him?
memories. I put him on a board, just like the one you're on, and I'd say,
Is this Mark Hamill?
ladies and gentlemen,
I just not thought about
please
that.
don't try this at home. Always good for a laugh.
And this is Mark Hamill. It really is. Oh my god.
Why'd you give up such a promise?
Dude. Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
Batman's got family too.
Ooh. Nice. In the face. Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay, well, this is what happens when you get into a fight. Exactly. You waited too long. He's gonna climb, really? Wow. Good trick. He's falling over. Oh, shit.
Zuko!
Didn't expect that.
Nice save.
Yeah.
But I thought you wanted Zuko to get what was coming to him.
Yeah.
Well,
You did say
he
that.
did, didn't he? How about Robin?
Love that shot. Where's Batgirl? Okay. Right away, the opening scene to the season 4 premiere is Dick Grayson and his mom and dad, the Flying Graysons, are in Gotham. We know where this is heading. My god, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't expecting that. Oh my god, it was amazing. And it got more crazy in terms of the voice actors that they got as it continued. Because I didn't realize till a little bit into the episode that his father was voiced by Kevin Conroy, Batman. And then it took me until literally when Tony Zuko is throwing knives at Batman, of course, who's tied up. Why Tony Zuko didn't unmask the Batman, whatever. It took me that long to realize that's Mark Hamill. Like, it just wasn't registering because I'm used to Mark Hamill having his mid-range voice that he has, and of course when he's voicing Joker, but for some reason that lower register, I've heard him do other voices kind of in the lower register of Tony Zuko, it just wasn't connecting, as I was just like trying to focus on so many things happening in this episode, it wasn't connecting. Oh, by the way, that's Mark Hamill. So they got Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill in the same episode. Man. So Tony Zuko and his brothers, I don't know if they're actually his brothers, regardless, they are antagonizing, whatever the word, the Flying Graysons for needing security, saying you have to pay us, you have to give us money to protect the circus that you guys are having, the performances. And then Batman shows up, and this is where Dick Grayson sees him for the first time. Of course, Batman beats up a lot of the brothers and everything, and we get to see a few of them for a little bit, but then it's just Tony and then the two other brothers, mostly. The other ones, they got, I guess, knocked out and they got arrested, I'm guessing. Something, they just weren't around for the rest of the episode. But then we see these two little bolts that were taken off that was in the popcorn bowl, which is, by the way, if that was in the popcorn bowl that Tony Zuko was eating during the performance, wouldn't those bolts have made the popcorn taste weird? Just throwing that out there. Why was it? I don't know. Anyways. And so they don't, of course, show the bodies hitting the ground. We don't actually hear the bodies hitting the ground. But they showed us enough for them both to see that the wires holding them up, one end completely gets off of its like holders because the bolts are not on there to hold the lines down, and they rise up, and then you see the slow fall, and then his mom yells for him, and he doesn't even have time to show the outfit his mother made. They make a point to say that his mother made this suit with little R, and they're Robin and everything, and it means so much more when he puts on that the Robin suit, essentially. When he becomes Robin in the episode, it means so much more. So we have the funeral. They make a point to say that Bruce paid for the funeral, which I think was very smart, as he witnesses why was Alfred not there at the circus? If Bruce is going out to the circus, why wasn't Alfred there? That's one little thing I just kind of wish they would have changed, is Alfred was actually with him when this kind of went down. That Alfred was out and about having some fun too, And so he witnesses all this, the horrified look on his face, and we actually have a flashback to him. I'm assuming it said Wayne. I don't think it said Martha or Thomas. So I'm assuming it was just like, regardless of who, it doesn't matter who's exactly tombstone, he's hugging it and crying over it, just like Dick Grayson was. Takes him in, adopts him. They don't waste any time with that. And then I was like, how long is it going to take for him to figure out that Bruce is Batman? Because eventually this is going to have to happen. Eventually, come on. He figures out pretty quickly. Now, a little touch I also liked in regards to what they did within the mansion or Wayne Manor, whatever, is that they had a giant portrait of his mom and dad. It's not just the Waynes, it's also Dick Grayson's mom and dad, who also has a giant portrait in the room that, of course, where he goes when he can't sleep at night, and he's sitting there in a big chair. All of a sudden, Alfred comes out of the clock, the grandfather clock. He comes out of it because it's a secret entrance, of course, into the Batcave with the elevator, of course. And then he figures it out. And as soon as Batman was walking past when he was hiding behind his hedge, I'm like, he knows you're there. And of course, then he accepts out, there he is. And he takes Mask right away. Now, here's something that I think people might address or bring up, and I want to make a point about this. Is he revealed himself pretty much right away when Dick Grayson entered the Batcave, but yet he won't reveal his identity to Barbara. It's a very different circumstance. He watched Dick Grayson's mom and dad die, like, not, of course, not in the same way as his parents died, but like in a tragic accident. We know it's not an accident, it was sabotage. But he witnesses all this. He takes Dick Grayson, and he feels terrible for him because he had to go through the same thing when he was a kid. He's lucky that Alfred was there for him, and he wants to be there for Dick Grayson. Of course, it's very hard for him to do that when he's Batman. But of course, now they're kind of on the same page now, because obviously, I know you're Batman. It's fine. I'm Robin. So it's good. But that's the major difference. Barbara hasn't lost. I mean, I'm guessing. I don't know if they've even said what happened to her mom, but it's not like where she is now a complete orphan with no family or anything, and he witnesses their death, and then he takes Barbara in. It's a very different circumstance, because Barbara just kind of started doing all this, and right away Bruce knew that he needed to get, to stop Tony Zuko, because his parents' killer was never caught. Joe Chill was never caught in this timeline. So I wonder if they're gonna address that and bring that up. Anyways, are we actually going to see Joe Chill in the show? I don't know. But they made sure to make that point, right? Every single time there's something said, you never know. But I like how Dick Grayson's like, yeah, I want to stop him. I need to bring justice. He needs to know what's coming to him. Bruce doesn't hold back his punches. He went down to that ice pick lounge or something. It reminded me, or what toothpick lounge or something, the ice pick lounge or something, whatever it was called. He went into that club little area and just started beating the shit out of everybody. He wasn't holding back his punches. He was knocking the shit out of everybody getting to Tony Zuko. And then, of course, that goes down, and Robin shows up, and it's cool to see that suit, and cool to see him with his eyes and have the cape and everything, and he saves Tony Zuko from dying. Of course he does. Then that cool shot at the end, them staying together. And now I'm really excited to see how Robin and, Batgirl are going to interact in this show. Like, she better pop up. Because when we were starting season 4, I was thinking this. I didn't say this in my intro, but I'm thinking, Barbara's got to be in this episode, and she wasn't. And I think if Barbara was in the episode, I think it would have taken away from introducing Dick Grayson. Because we had to spend, I think, as much time as possible with him in regards to establishing him and setting him up, because he's going to play an important role moving forward. So I understand why they didn't have Batgirl in this episode, but I'm assuming that she's going to pop up. And so, yeah, it's either Robin is now officially a sidekick, and we'll have Batgirl as a sidekick. So that dynamic, we'll see how they handle it. But yeah, thought it was really well done in regards to handling the introduction of Dick Grayson, and I think the voice is pretty good for Dick Grayson. And just, yeah, I was like, because I kind of figured you're introducing the Flying Graysons, his parents are not going to live long, and they really didn't. And it was a pretty powerful opening, because like the first bit of the episode before the first commercial break, before the black screen, because there's I think there's 2 black screens per episode. So it's like the first segment, then black screen, which means it goes to commercials if it was airing on TV, and then it comes back, then it goes to black screen again, commercials, and then back, and then until the end of the episode. So that first break, the introduction to Grayson, the Flying Graysons, and then all the way to their death, and then taking him in. Brutal shit. It really is. But they did a pretty good job of handling it, because it's important to obviously not push it too far in terms of showing the tragedy that happens to the Graysons, but also you need to establish that for the character. And I also like too that they made him really just mad, because Bruce was mad, but they made Dick Grayson angry. But it makes sense. But I think he's going to get more lighthearted, maybe, like Dick Grayson is, as we continue past the point. But right now, the wound is too fresh. The pain is still too fresh for him to just go, okay, I'm Dick Grayson now, yay! I'm going to be kind of lighthearted. That's not the time for that. I think we'll get to that, though. And I like how he chose his name and everything, because his mom called him a Robin. And then his dad says, I want to call you a flying squirrel. Like, no. I don't want that either. But I like that he uses the suit that his mom made him, and he went with Robin as his name, because he needed a name. I think he did pretty good. How did he get the eyes? Like, did he make those real fast? I don't know. Where did he get the cape? No idea. There's some questions. It's fine. It's the show. It doesn't have to necessarily answer every single question. So anyways, what you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. They did a great job. I wasn't expecting the Flying Graysons, like the opening shot, the Flying Graysons. I'm like, what? Like, I wasn't expecting that to be right away. I really wasn't. But here we are, and it was good. It was good. Brutal, but it was good, and it was really cool to see the introduction of another iconic character into the mix. Because the way the show like even started, and I'll end here. Apologies, but I just keep thinking about it. Like, the first 2 seasons of the show was very different than what it has become now in regards to having the sidekick Batgirl, and now with Robin in the mix. Like, the first 2 seasons, like, it wasn't even close. And people started commenting that after season 2, the show changes. And they were right, because literally Batgirl being introduced, we got, of course, craziness still happening in the show, but it's a very different type of approach, especially when Batgirl's in the mix. And now with Robin, now it's definitely more interesting, and there's definitely more stuff going on, because it was just Batman on this crusade. Now he has help, which means the villain's got to get crazier, right? Because if we're going to have him with Robin and Batgirl, I'm assuming, I mean, she has to still continue the show, right? I mean, I have no idea, but I'm assuming they will. Then we're going to be seeing probably more craziness with these villains, because there's more heroes, more vigilantes going out there. So we'll see. But anyways, yeah, really good episode. I really enjoyed it. What did you guys think of the episode? I'm curious to know your thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, let me know in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.